found the Gecko project really valuable for learning about the industry perspective and the challenges the industry and cities and user groups like walkers face to integrate these new modes into our city streets and public spaces.
The most valuable lesson I learned through my participation as a Gecko Stakeholder was that sometimes we are working in silos, and I discovered that a lot of us have the same problem, and that we not only need intermodality for the passenger, but also on the supply side, and we need intermodality collaboration between service providers and authorities.
The most valuable lesson that I've learned through being a stakeholder in the Gecko project is understanding the barriers that are faced by mobility providers in the private sector when it comes to legislation from territory to territory, and being more open-minded towards that.
We learned that the new mobility options can be a kind of business, that there are a lot of hopes, there are promises, sometimes false promises, and of course there's also some potential. And we learned that it's necessary to have some regulations. We have to see that developments can be quite dynamic, so we have to adapt to these developments. Not only technical developments, but also societal developments. And we learned that we're not alone, that municipalities, cities face similar problems.
Standards really can play a significant role in developing regulations, although we still have a ways to go to identify specific standards for several of the new mobility services, like mobility as a service. And the other is that regulations and guidelines that we're developing for new mobility services really should reflect the goals and objectives of the location where the regulations are being developed.